is Mridul Kumar Sharma from MSc Part 1. My university roll number is 31 and today I selected a topic for presentation in inventory control. So my topic is deterministic model 1. Okay, so before understand the model 1, we have to understand what is inventory. So what you all know that inventory is stock of goods which can be used in further reference for future. Suppose we are going to start a business of marker, so we need a inventory of plastic, we need a inventory of ink, we need a inventory of wrapping paper. So that's it, that is inventory. Inventory means physical stock. And before understand this model, I will focus on 4 definitions which is very important as regarding to this topic, and this 4 definitions also used in this model. Okay, so first one is holding cost. So I will discuss first holding cost. What is holding cost? So when we are going to start a business, so the cost which is used for the holding of inventory, suppose that houseware cost, rent of a room in which you are stocking your goods, and so many costs which are including, that is called holding cost. Setup cost. Second one is setup cost. So what is setup cost? Setup cost is the cost which is used in set up a business. This cost is also known as servicing cost. Holding cost is denoted by C1 and setup cost is denoted by C3. Now third one is demand. It is denoted by R, small r. So demand is the number of item which is required by the customer at a particular period of time. And fourth one is EOQ. EOQ is abbreviated as economic order quantity. It is denoted by small q. So what is economic order quantity? Economic order quantity is the quantity which we purchase at a minimum cost and which is economically viable. EOQ is the quantity which minimizes the holding cost and setup cost. Okay, so hope you all understand this. So I start the derivation of model 1. So what is saying in this model? In this model we have to derive the economic order formula which minimizes the total average cost under the following condition. In this model, there are following condition means demand is uniform. Demand rate is uniform. Means already we have know that how much demand is needed in the question. Okay, lead time is 0. Lead time is 0 means no shortage. Suppose at the point Q, P, your inventory ends. So at same time you ordered and your order replenished. So this system means there is no time taken. So lead time is 0. Production is instantaneous. Lead time is 0 means production is instantaneous. This is understandable. And lot size is same for each cycle. Means suppose you are going for many production, many runs, many cycles. So in each cycle the lot size is same. So in this question we will say the lot size is Q, which is same for each and every cycle. C1 is the holding cost, C3 is the setup cost, and shortage are not allowed, which is also discussed here. So we will start the derivation. So before, first of all, I draw a time inventory graph. Shortage are not allowed. So this time interval is T. This is the quantity Q, and this is origin. This point is known as A. This point is B. Okay. So this, let Q be the quantity of items, quantity of inventory, and at the time interval T, since the demand rate is uniform, So the demand rate is uniform. So demand rate in one cycle is equal to R into T. Since demand rate is zero, so the quantity Q produced in one cycle is represented by Q equal to R into T. This is the equation 1. So, okay. Now we find the holding cost. Holding cost for one production run. So this is the one cycle. This cycle is the one production cycle, and this cycle is the another production cycle. See, suppose this is cycle 1, this is cycle 2. So we will find the only for cycle 1. Holding cost in one production cycle, which is equal to C1 into area of this triangle, this right angle triangle OAB, into area of triangle AOB. Okay, so C1 into area of this triangle means area of and triangle is half base into height into base, means 1 by 2 C1 QT. This is the question number 2. Okay, and the setup cost in one production run, one production cycle, which is equal to C3. Production setup cost is only C3 and holding cost is C3 into half C1 into QT, because whenever we are holding any inventory, so as the time with the passage of time our holding cost increases, but we setup cost is C3 only, because we are only giving amount at only one time. Okay, so C3. So what is the total cost? So here total cost means holding cost plus setup cost, means holding cost is half C1 QT plus setup cost is C3. Now we find the total average cost. Okay, total average cost. So we can we can represent total cost is C. So total average cost. Now we find the total average cost, which is equal to total cost upon time. So total cost is what? 1 by 2 C1 QT we have find, and time is T. So by the first relation, Q equal to RT, so we can, since we know that Q equal to R into T, so we can write T is equal to Q by R. So here we replace T by Q by R. Okay, so when we replace, we get 1 by 2 C1 Q and Q by R plus C3 upon Q by R. So 1 by 2 C1 Q into Q by R plus C3 upon Q by R. So here we get this Q by R is cancelled out by this Q by R, and here R goes here. In this section R goes on the upper position, and we get total minimum average cost, total average cost, not minimum, total average cost equal to 1 by 2 C1 Q plus R C3 upon Q. This equation is also known as cost equation of model 1. Now we find the optimum value of optimum value of inventory. So for the optimum value of inventory, we differentiate the cost equation with respect to inventory Q. So we differentiate it with respect to Q, which is equal to 1 upon 2 C1 minus R C3 upon Q square. From where we get R C3 upon Q square? Because we know that differentiation of 1 upon Q is equal to minus of 1 upon Q square. Now again differentiate this equation, D square CQ upon DQ square is equal to, this is free from Q, the differentiation of this is 0, and this gives 2RC3 upon Q cube. Okay, because the differentiation of 1 upon Q square is equal to minus of 1 upon Q cube, and this minus and minus makes plus. Okay, so double differentiation is positive. This is positive. So by the principle of maxima and minima, we know that if the double differentiation is positive, means the value is negative. So now we will find the economic lot size. For the economic lot size, let DCQ first derivative. Now we equate the first derivative 0. First derivative 0 means 1 by 2 C1 minus R C3 upon Q square is equal to 0, which gives Q square is equal to 2RC3 upon C1. Okay, so Q is equal to root over 2RC3 upon C1 upon C1. So this is economic lot size. This is the economic lot size for minimum cost. So this is economic lot size. So we represent it Q star, not because we get confused in between Q and Q. For the corresponding to the economic lot size, we can also find the minimum time. In how minimum time we can collect inventory. So minimum time is denoted by T star, optimum time or minimum time, which is Q star upon R. Q star upon R. So what is the value of Q star? Root over 2RC3 upon C1 divided by R. So we get 2C3 upon C1R. This is the time. This is the optimum time. Corresponding to the optimum inventory, economic lot size and time, we can also find the minimum cost. Minimum cost, for minimum cost, C minimum, when we find the C minimum, we get C minimum is equal to under root C1 C3R. This is the minimum cost. Where C1 is equal to holding cost, C3 is equal to setup cost, and R is equal to demand. So this is our model 1 of model. This is our model 1 of deterministic model. So what we get, which result? Now we summarize the result. Which result we get in this equation? First one is cost equation, half C1 Q plus RC3 upon Q. Second thing we get economic lot size. Q is equal to root over 2RC3 upon C1. So this is the economic lot size quantity, economic order quantity. This is the EOQ of model 1. This model is very general method, generally used method. So this is the some derivation of model 1, and thank you, sir.